Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. From the Black Information Network, we have Morgan Wood. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Good morning. So the Biden administration is announcing another round of student debt relief. The Department of Education says it's forgiven $7.7 billion in student loans for over 160,000 borrowers in an effort to reduce the burden of education debt on U.S. households. The debt relief includes over $5 billion for those pursuing public service loan forgiveness and about $2 billion for students enrolled in income-driven repayment plans. So people who work in public service like teachers, police officers, in addition to those, in addition to thousands of people who signed up for Biden's loan repayment program, SAVE, will qualify for that. U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona said 1 out of every 10 federal student loan borrowers approved for debt relief means 1 out of every 10 borrowers now has the financial breathing room and a burden lifted.
Love it, man. One of the best things they are doing in that administration, and the reason I love it so much is because people I actually know and people I don't know are being impacted. Like when you can actually see the tangible things that are happening because of that student loan debt relief, and you can actually see people, getting their debts removed. That's a beautiful thing. So that's one of the best things that administration is doing.
You could tell he has a publicity person now, because now you're starting to hear about it more and more and more. It's starting to hit the news more. It's going across my feed, and I like to see it more because everybody keeps asking, what is he doing? But now you're starting to see it more.
Yes, and you're seeing it from, like I said, from people. Like I got my man Wes Bellamy, salute to Wes Bellamy. I saw Wes, he got his student loan debts erased. I saw him post about it like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Dope.
And he had like over $200,000 in student loans.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. What else we got, Morgan?
All right, so moving on, like I said yesterday, I hope you're registered to vote. Former GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley says she will vote for President Trump, or former President Trump, rather, instead of President Biden in the 2024 election. Can we roll that audio?
Trump has not been perfect on these policies. I've made that clear many, many times. But Biden has been a catastrophe. So I will be voting for Trump.
Now, Haley did not formally endorse former President Trump, but she said she puts her priorities on a president who is going to have the backs of our allies and hold our enemies accountable.
Well, that's no surprises there that she's voting for Donald Trump. I don't think nobody's surprised by that.
Well, really? But I mean, didn't she slam him the whole time she was when she was running for president? She made it seem like he was disgusting. She wouldn't vote for him. He was a nasty person.
It's politics. We know that. That's how they play. We know that.
No.
Pretty much.
All right.
Moving on, and more. I would love to believe that this is positive news, but you remember when George Floyd's daughter said, "Daddy changed the world." Well, that's the new title of a new biopic about George Floyd in the works. Daddy Changed the World is a family-authorized film with his daughter Gianna and her mother Roxy Washington involved as executive producers. Gregory R. Anderson is writing the screenplay, which will cover Floyd's life as a man whose 2020 murder sparked protests across the U.S. against police brutality. It's still in search of a director, and a press release described the movie as a gritty drama of a man and his community thrust into the fiery light of history.
Now, is this like a big studio production? Or is somebody doing this on Tubi? Like, what is this? Like,
I was going to say, I do not have all the information on that.
Yeah,
I
think stuff like that.
Movie.
I think stuff like that should be told like later. Like we just saw this. This is.
You think it'll trigger emotion?
Yeah, hell yeah. It just happened like 4 years ago. Like this is not.
I mean, if the family getting paid, I'm all for it. I'm just trying to figure out like who's behind it. Like when you said there's no director, I was like, huh?
They're still searching for one.
I would hope it would be a major release. I would hope it would be a major release, and not something independent. Yeah, it would have to be.
I'm just used to biopics coming later. Like later.
No, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I'm all for the family getting paid too. But hopefully we will see.
All right. Now, quickly in sports, the Mavericks beat the Timberwolves last night, 108-105. Charlotte, did you see the game?
No, man, them games be on too late. Well, I did watch up until like the third quarter, but then I went to sleep like towards the end of the third.
Yeah, I fell asleep too.
Them games be on too late. They don't care about men born in the 1900s that got to do morning shows. I don't know why I keep telling y'all them games need to come on earlier. Come on 6 o'clock. Them games can be over by 8, 9 o'clock. Why them games be on 10:30, 11 o'clock for what?
I'm with you now because there's only one game per night, so they could have made that earlier. Yeah, I agree. All right, now we got Morgan Wood on the line, of course, from the Black Information Network. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Good morning. So, keeping things sports related, the Atlanta Falcons are expanding their ownership group. The team announced recently that 4 limited partners, all who are Black, were approved by the NFL to join the organization. Rosalind Brewer, Dominique Dawes, Will Packer, and Rashawn Williams will join the current group of 7 limited partners. Packer, Williams, and Brewer are all HBCU graduates.
Hey.
And Dominique Dawes is the first Black gymnast to win an Olympic gold medal in 1996. Forbes values the NFL franchise at $4.7 billion.
Get paid, young.
Nice.
Get paid. Salute
That's
every
right.
single one of them, man. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so moving on, former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The Times Union reports he owes more than or about $3 million to 8 different creditors, according to documents filed with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of the Southern District of Florida. So Brown was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 6th round of the 2010 NFL draft. He earned $88 million as a player, but apparently now he says he has no more than $50,000 in assets. So yeah,
That's scary. To
got a
me,
lot of judgments. So
$88 million in career earnings. Let's just say half. Let's just say half of that taxes, right? So that's,
Yep,
you
44.
still made about $40-something million, and now you filing bankruptcy. That's scary.
yeah, so on some more positive news with him, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer in 2027.
Does that come with a check?
Well, look,
If that don't come with a check, I wouldn't care if I was him. I wonder if they'll
supposedly
put him in,
music
Morgan.
this summer.
You said
Say it
what?
again?
I
And
said,
supposedly releasing music this summer.
oh, that's definitely not gonna make him no money. But I wonder if
First
he's
of all.
gonna get voted in because of like all his antics off the field, because he should be
He
a
should be
first
in.
ballot Hall of Famer just off
Absolutely.
skill set. But I wonder if he'll get in because of his antics. Because think about Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens to me should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he didn't get in.
Right.
At first because of his antics off the field.
It's true. We haven't seen him since 2022 when he took off his shirt at that New York Jets game.
Yep. Unless he was on Twitter asking Caitlin Clark, saying that she looked like she keep it hairy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that alone might keep him from getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna let him in the first
Yeah.
round. Yeah, in the first ballot. Nah.
Dummy.
Not going to get too much into that. Getting into what Americans like to use. Apparently, they say that marijuana daily use is up and drinking daily is down. So according to an analysis from the National Survey on Drug Use and Health, close to 18 million people in 2022 said they smoke marijuana nearly every day. That's compared to less than 15 million who reported similar drinking habits. It's the first time in 3 decades that daily marijuana use was more common than daily drinking. And this comes as the Biden administration plans to reclassify marijuana, easing restrictions nationwide. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood.
Thank you, Morgan.
Just got disgusted because she can't do either or.
That's
Nope,
crazy.
not at all.
Can't
Yeah.
drink or smoke right now.
But it's good to hear that more marijuana is being used than alcohol.
yeah,
Normalized.
I don't do either daily. You know what I mean? But I do more edibles nowadays than I do drinking.
But you know what? A lot of people do use marijuana to go to sleep, like especially
Yeah.
edibles, and they smoke before they go to sleep. It puts them in a mellow mood to put them right out. So, right.
I agree.
All right.
And make sure you follow Morgan Woods at Morgan Media, MORGYN Media. She's also a personality on the Black Information Network. So salute to Morgan Woods.
All right. That's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.